Chapter 13. Angels. Each person's path leads to sacred places. Whether visible or invisible, the angel leads a person to their destination. Here, they are governed by the angel. Some are guided by their name, others by the law, and some by their own will. No one is without an angel, and no righteous person is without a guide. When it comes to human passions, no one can be blamed, as each person chooses their own path. For the blue planet, the path shines in my own home, for the red one, in the heart. For the blue sea, I appoint bathing in my light. For the Lord, it does not matter who stands with you and who will answer together with you. Do not let down your guide. Do not mourn that you lack passion or will, instead, mourn that on Judgment Day, your guide will present his scroll, showing what good you did, and what bad deeds you committed. He will give me a full answer, and by the law, I will judge you. I judge geniuses with special judgment. If their work was not for a good cause, I judge them strictly. I judge the treacherous ruler and the cruel one who did not preserve or increase his people. As for the traitor, I scatter his ashes, but even traitors have a lineage. That is why they give them to me, and it is not yet time for me to eradicate it. The simple road is taken by those lying low and dying. I come to them myself, accompany them to the graveyard and take the breath from their breasts first. I take with me their unfulfilled dreams, their unaccepted destiny, and their wounded pride. All offenses and hopes I gather in a sack, display them for judgment, and ask the angel to answer, for whom did he watch, why did things not turn out as planned? The angel will answer my judgment, he was unjust and immodest, he harmed children, did not protect his wife, squeezed out malice, drank, or beat. By his unrighteous life, he punished himself. I will speak separately about those who takes him. Regarding the path of the despised, the unloved, the weak, and the fearful, I say, there are no despised or unloved people with God, no weak or fearful ones. The measure given to people by God is different. The despised will become loved, the fearful will become brave, and the weak will grow strong if they did not waste their strength on quarrels and strife, if they sang near the temple, bowed to my bell, did not participate in turmoil, and did not spread slander. I recognize such a person as righteous, and I will give continuation to their lineage and strengthen their family. Those who consulted their angel, accepted their destiny, and did not complain about not becoming rich or a ruler, I will reward with radiant clothing, for my light grows brighter when good and obedient people come to me. The scroll of their deeds will be short because they have not caused harm to others. I will heed the angel's opinion, recognizing him as the right guide for the Lord, and as an advisor for the human. Then, I will raise the rank of your angel. Do not let him down, or you will anger him, and you will reproach yourself. Angels swim in the blue space around us and record everything about us, yet they remain invisible, for there is a veil over your eyes. They hear disputes, settle quarrels, and stand in your head when you sleep. Do not torment your angel. At any moment, he may become angry. You cannot understand how it all works, and that is why you do not comprehend it. The angelic song sounds like the ringing of a bell when it resonates in your ear. Do not be afraid, ask, is it for the body or the spirit? If it rings in your right ear, it is for the body, and if it rings in the left, it is for the spirit, and it speaks the truth. Ask, is it for quarrel or for peace? Whoever guesses it will understand. The angel's bell does not ring softly because you cannot hear it, but to make you listen. Where the bell rings, go there, where the roar is, hurry away. In heaven, there is a host of angels, and your pair is with them, along with a few others. Together, there are 3 angels assigned to each person. The name Samuel is given for constant guidance and oversight. The name Ariel is for strength from the Lord, Uriel is for family and assistance, Azrael is for the hour of death. The name Seraphiel awaits those who wander aimlessly. The name Raphael is for joyful, loving hearts. The angel you serve is the one who leads you. From the moment of conception, a seraph and a saint greet the child, each according to their role. The name is given, but it is the lineage that defines the person. Look at how it is done among humans, and you will understand that I do not call by name but by lineage. The lineage of the angel calls upon their children. I will not list them all in detail, for this is a long tale. For death, I have appointed Azrael, who sounds the first trumpet when the hour has come, the second when the end is near, and the third when it is time to depart. Everyone will know him. He is not strict, nor does he decide the moment himself, but will sound the trumpet when told by the one who bears the message of death. To Azrael, it is all the same whom he sends off, life and death are unknown to him. Why do you weep, he asks. Do you fear judgment day? You have prepared this destiny for yourselves by your deeds and actions. Azrael waits for everyone, and there is no turning back. But if someone becomes stuck in the tunnel, he sends them back, for they have not yet earned their right to depart, and they are not yet ready. This right is a privilege granted only when the person is truly prepared. The road to the holy realms is not for me to decide, it is determined by lineage, for the holy paths are already laid out. The request is made by those who have decided and appointed it. Few are able to correct, but I am the one who strengthens it. I place the seal, and if it is not placed, it can be adjusted. Whom I myself, whom the angels, whom people ask, whom the family asks, I force him to return, or I give a reprieve to those who have small children, or an unwhitened house, or an unclean conscience, or an unfulfilled task. Each must obey, repent, and partake in communion. Before death, the priest does not forgive debts, but I look at what the dying man dares to, whether he admits his guilt and what he thinks about on his deathbed. Whoever doesn't have time, I will give him communion myself, and I will take care of the remission of sins myself. The time is different for each person, and the last sigh is accepted by the one who receives it. Whether at home, in battle, in childbirth, or in prison, I alone accept the final breath. And I forward blessings to whomever they were sent. My home is a place of consolation for the living, when they preparing loved ones for their final journey. For me it's just that I will meet him on that way. Why so many tears and sorrow? Why the grief and turmoil? When it is time to depart, it has already been decided, sealed, and thought through. May the Lord save and protect you. Only the flesh of the righteous, the great saints remains incorruptible for people's edification and teaching. They go on their way to another world, not where all are gathered, but where everyone undergoes lineage reassignment. Everyone who came before him rejoices at the remission of sins and builds a new path for themselves. That path is not far, the lineage of that saint is transferred to other planets. He repaid for the sins of his entire lineage with his righteous life, and forgiveness was granted to the lineage, and the path was directed, and the exchange of death was established. The rulers of the world take a different road, along an indirect road in the form of a spiral. They are cleansed and assigned to new duties, for they cannot rule forever. As a rule, they start anew if they have committed any wrongs. The sea will become their home, and they will begin to swim in the ocean, and whoever eats them, when they get to land and where they get out, there will be a long journey ahead. There is not a single ruler who was holy, but only who dedicated his life to the world, or brought an enemy before me to my judgment. I do not punish him and do not curtail his deeds, but instead I exile to the new Pleiades, where his sleep is long and his strength is gathered. When his nation asks for the righteous protection, I embody him again. The warriors sleep in my chambers for their feats of arms, and their sleep is long, and the world sleeps until someone desires to release their malice. Years pass before a great warrior is born again. I endow him with a 7-pointed star, a rose, or a hexagon, depending on his tribe. No one can hide this mark. War itself reveals everything. Before then, there is no name or sign upon him. I speak of what has been ordained and what has been done.